Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about a phenomenon that's been plaguing the job market recently known as ghost jobs. In fact, even the Wall Street Journal is calling it that. No, I'm not talking about hidden jobs like a ghost kitchen or something like that. We're talking about jobs that are being advertised but don't actually exist. You know what I'm talking about. You see a job posting that seems too good to be true, like a high-paying remote job with flexible hours and great benefits. You spend a lot of time creating a great cover letter and resume and then hit that submit button. And it's crickets, never hearing back. Follow up with an email, follow up with a phone call, and still nothing. So you start to wonder if that job even existed in the first place. And most people don't want to believe that either, so they usually settle with themselves and say things like, I wasn't a good fit, they hired someone else, or maybe there wasn't a budget for it. Turns out you might be onto something. According to a recent article I read from the Wall Street Journal, many job postings are just ghost job positions. In a survey of more than 1,000 hiring managers last summer, 27% of the job postings have been up for more than 4 months. Among those who said they were advertising job postings, they weren't actively trying to fill. Close to half said they kept the ads up to give the impression the company was growing, according to Clarify Capital, a small business loan provider behind the study. As you can see, it's all about manipulating the job market to favor the employer. You see, by advertising ghost jobs, employers can collect data and resumes on potential candidates without having any intention of actually hiring them. This way, they can keep tabs on the job market and adjust their hiring strategies accordingly. One third of managers who said they advertised jobs they weren't trying to fill said they kept the listings up to placate overworked employees. Other reasons for keeping jobs up, the hiring manager said, was stocking a pool of applications if an employee quits or just in case an irresistible candidate applied. Kelsey Libert, co-founder of Fractal, a digital marketing agency, said her company keeps ads up for associate positions even when they aren't hiring because turnover for those jobs is higher than other roles. Okay, so you're wasting everyone else's time instead. Got it. For example, imagine your manager at a big corporation that wants to hire a software developer. You could just advertise the job and wait for the applicants to roll in. But what if you're not so sure about the supply and demand in your area? What if you're not so sure what to be paying them? Well, instead of taking that risk, you could advertise a fake job, collect resumes, and then use that data to make informed decisions. But wait, there's more. Billy Mays here. There's apparently more companies that are using this to create the illusion of demand for certain types of jobs, which in turn allows them to offer lower wages. For example, if there's 100 applicants for a fake job that pays 50K a year, the employer can argue that there's plenty of supply for that type of job and offer lower wages to the candidates. So what are some examples of ghost jobs? Well, it could be anything from entry-level positions to high-paying executive roles. It could be a job advertised online or through a recruitment agency. And we all know how great those recruitment agencies' reputations are these days. Anyway, some of them have been known to advertise ghost jobs just to get more people in their books. Now, by now, you must surely be thinking, this gotta be illegal. Well, no, technically it's not illegal to advertise a job that doesn't exist, but it is illegal to use a fake job to discriminate against certain groups of people or collect personal information under false pretenses. But these practices are usually difficult to detect and even harder to prosecute. Now, in the software development field, the ghost jobs take another form as well. It's usually when someone is applying for a job and they receive a code test in return. When one of these companies are doing is they're making a job post, getting applicants, and then taking the code and never hiring these applicants and running away. It's actually a pretty genius way of scamming people to build software and apps for you without even actually having to pay them. Now, I know we're talking about software developers, but I'm also aware that it's not exclusive to them. It happens to people in the copywriting world and design world and the art world. Anytime people have to submit proof of work before they're offered a job, there's the potential that that job could be taking your work and running. Perhaps something in the company falls through. They don't have the budget anymore to fill that position. That would also be seen as a ghost job, even though the story behind it doesn't necessarily make it one of those, oh, we're just trying to make ourselves look better kind of things. The lesson everyone should walk away with is that if companies can keep the door open, then employees can keep their doors open as well. If they can have an endless pool of applicants aside just in case they need them, then you should have an endless supply of contacts of HR and hiring managers at other companies just in case you need them. Just remember, it's 2023. Loyalty isn't a thing now. Companies and managers openly admit to keeping their doors open to manipulate wages, make the company look better, and there's a lot of things they can do if they don't need you anymore. And I think that says a lot to workers that you should also always be applying to jobs. Always, even if you have a great job, always apply to jobs. Always collect contact information. You don't have to finish the interview process, but in the meantime, you'll find out if they're a ghost job or not. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found this informative and helpful, give me a like and give me a subscribe. Peace.